Alrighty, we're now live, and we're going to play Call of Cthulhu, the, the Derelict, which has been out for a week. So why don't one of you guys just introduce yourselves to each other? You are on a boat, the luxury yacht, the Delilah. Wesley is the owner of said boat until you get the thing to London or Liverpool, where it is being ownership is being transferred because it's 2008, and though you guys have money, you've all been hit hard by the recession. And
Oh man, I went from an
guys
85 credit rating to a 60.
You need to sell off some of your assets, and West is one of the things to go as the economy bleeds jobs and money along with your investments.
Seriously, I was told men's songs would be the next big money maker. Now all of a sudden, dang it.
So, who are you guys?
Where do you want to start?
You can start with Wes because he's the boat owner.
Yes. The name's Dickie Greenleaf. I am from up there in New England there. I am, in fact, captain of this boat. Daddy built it.
Well,
Built it
you're the owner.
Yeah.
The captain. You actually have a crew on your boat. You have a captain who you just call Skipper.
No. He's technically the captain. He's second in command because I'm the owner and therefore I'm captain.
He's the pilot.
Right. He actually knows what he's doing. The rest, you might know how to pilot the boat. He knows how to fix it.
Out of character, I'm aware of this. In character, not to me.
And there's also a first mate, the captain's mate, his assistant, who for some reason it's not his real name, but the captain insists on calling him Little Buddy.
Oh no.
He's fond of long sleeve red shirts and booty caps.
And taking naps.
Okay,
Hey,
so Dickie,
Yes.
continue.
You see, there is the captain of this boat. Captain, owner, that is me. Yes, indeed. Just want to remind you all that you're all the guests here on the boat. Go to services. Definitely will be passing by them there islands with the ladies on them, but it'd still be fun anyway. We'll get there to London, we'll make some quick cash, make some other cash some other way, then ride back in the style which we rich and deserve.
All right. Next, Rodney, who are you?
Chance Guidry, professional gambler. On this here boat because it gave me an opportunity to get out of the country quickly. Maybe get down to Monaco, make a few bucks at the card tables to pay off Benny the Nose. He's calling in all of his markers because he lost some money in the housing bubble burst.
Benny the Nose.
Bookies are known to invest heavily to... No, I'm not Benny the Nose, although I may have fixed his nose at some point. I'm playing Dr. Paul Halstrom, plastic surgeon, investor, probably a college buddy of Wesley's character, because his character is originally from that side of the neck of the woods, although he lives in Miami now. He owned a chain of successful LASIK and rhinoplasty businesses that got hit hard during the recession. So he's taking some time off to reassess financially what directions he wants to go.
I bet you still got some very fine assets down there, though.
Yeah, all those holdings are fine.
All right. So you guys are on the yacht, having a great time, talking about the old days. And you may role play that for a while, for a little bit.
Well, there was this one time I was in Macau, and I was holding on to a full house. I mean, aces and kings. And I'm looking at the guy across the table, and he's looking at me, and we sit there just staring at each other for a good 45 minutes, hour, something like that. He starts sweating. And slowly, he starts pushing his chips toward the center of the table. Like he's real unsure about whether he wants to go all in or not. So I says to him, now, bear in mind, I don't speak a word of Chinese, and he doesn't speak a word of English. And I says to him, well, you only live once. And he looked at me, raised an eyebrow, and just pushed his money on toward the middle of the table. And then I beat him. I mean, it's not a very interesting story, but that was the last time I've made a big jackpot.
I got a story for you. So there I was, down at Cape Cod this one time. We don't have very good coach down there, but it was some passable stuff. So me and a couple other boys from I don't know where these guys are from. I don't remember the names. But anyway, we're down there, throwing it all up, and all of a sudden, in walks in Sigourney Weaver. I don't know how this happened. There she does, just walking by the beach. So, of course, I get out the old Dick Greenleaf charm there and invite her over. And, bing, bang, boom, all of a sudden, the boat sank. Wait, I don't think let me do the other. Whoops.
The boat sank.
I got lost there. Things happen.
Oh, and looks like we lost Steve. So, that's a mighty interesting story, Dickie Greenleaf.
Hey, Doc, got me stories.
Hey, there he is.
Sorry, I switched to Firefox because I couldn't hear a thing anybody was saying.
Well, apparently Dickie Greenleaf met Sigourney Weaver at this one party and lost a boat somehow to an act of God.
Yeah. Wasn't one of our boats, though. Our boats don't sink.
At least that's the story that went down on the insurance report, right?
Hey, what's insurance?
Oh, at this point, Skipper comes down to the lounge and says, "Sir," talking to Dickie.
Ah, yes.
Sir, we just received a distress call. I guess it's not a well. There's an iceberg up ahead.
What?
And
iceberg? I thought this was summertime.
Yeah, you're sailing in the North Atlantic.
Sure.
You're going from Boston to England, so it's cold, and there's an iceberg, and
Hawaiian shirt.
Well, you do have a luxury yacht with heat. The odd thing is there seems to be a ship somehow stuck in the iceberg. It appears to be a cargo ship of some sort.
Cargo. What kind of cargo ship?
Well, it looks like a reefer, sir.
Stuck in the iceberg?
Well, it's we tried to hail it, and we're not getting anything, and it looks dead, and it's right up alongside the iceberg there.
What kind of cargo has it got?
I couldn't tell you, sir.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds like swarthy.
I would guess it would be something refrigerated since it's a reefer.
Are we obligated to go check it out by some sort of law of the sea?
Well, here's the thing: is the Geneva Convention on the High Seas does say that we are required to render assistance to any people found in danger of being lost, and to proceed with all possible speed to the rescue of persons in distress.
All right. This sounds like a job for the captain here.
Well, Captain, might I also remind you of salvage law?
I know. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna make sure that all the valuables are secured. Of course, that's the main goal. And until we'll take care of the probably not ladies on there. You know, they're not.
What if it's just a ship full of bluebird frozen peas?
That's not salvage.
Really?
What, you don't like peas?
You just want to be the mighty returning conquerors of the Birdseye Corporation?
Hey,
Hoping for their generosity?
That doesn't sound like a paycheck.
it's the 21st century. You get in where you can fit in.
I guess. If that's what you want to do, I'm not going
to... I've got things to do.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, but salvage is not only cargo, but if a vessel has been abandoned, you are entitled to salvage of the vessel itself.
So we're going to tow this all the way to England.
Well, you don't have to tow it to England.
You want to tow it to Greenland.
All right, number one, you sold me on this. Let's get up on the deck there and done.
You know, with enough money, you wouldn't have to sell the yacht and my services, sir. I know you. Nobody
5 minutes ago.
Late night excursions.
Yeah, we sold 5 minutes ago. Number one, stop sugarcoating it. Let's get. I already said St. Peter's is stunning.
So probably the best bet is, since we are actually we are past Greenland. The best bet would be to tow it to Iceland. Reykjavik should be a doable port of call.
Isn't that where they set that Bond flick with that Halle Berry?
Maybe in Paul.
I don't know, sir. I don't watch the classics.
Is Iceland? You have Bjork's number?
Bjork.
Emergence.
Yes, everybody in Iceland knows each other, so it should be no problem.
Hey, where's Bjork's house? Which Bjork?
Really?
Anyway, I will, of course. They provide coordinates to that particular spot.
It's yonder, off the port bow.
You can see it.
What? We can see it already?
It's not giving off any radio signal or anything.
Yeah, no. He said it was dead. You can try to contact it yourself, but...
Well, helmsman, continue a sensor sweep and raise shields. Captain, I recommended a away team. He's sent to this vessel.
Gentlemen, you shall be my away team, because as a captain, I am deputizing you in this important mission.
Are we breaking the first mate in the red shirt?
Hey, you may pack a red shirt if you wish.
All right. So, are you trying to radio them?
That I would suggest that first, obviously.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. I was just gonna ram the ship into it and see what happens, but I guess.
That's why you have skippers, so you don't ram the ship into it.
But it's like when you go out. You just get in there and get out at the time, and all of a sudden everything happens the way it should. It all works out.
Right. So you try to radio, and you're getting nothing but static and Dalek noises.
I don't know. This whole thing's making me nervous. Haven't you seen that? Remember that movie, The Thing?
Nothing wrong with the guy
Over there, become an alien.
Skipper says, "Oh, Dr. Hallstrom, that was in Antarctica. We're south of Iceland.
Yeah, man, this is more like Alien.
It's penguins, not it's puppies,
Really?
not penguins."
They all end badly.
All right.
Or
I'm just
Event
gonna
Horizon.
All right, I'm going to sell Tom Collins for the rescue. Anybody want Tom Collins?
Does that have whiskey in it?
Oh, you want an old fashioned? Yeah, that's an even better idea.
How about just a whiskey?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Here, you might as well justify the bar. I mean, this is one of the best features of the ship. Look at that. Solid mahogany.
Because I don't go on rescue missions without being totally knackered first.
Well, while you guys are playing mixologist, Skipper and Little Buddy are maneuvering your yacht next to the gangway of the ship.
I'm going to make some coffee.
All right.
The reefer is the ship. It's the cover of the. Don't pay no attention to the huge monster silhouetted behind it.
Say, while we're pulling up to this ship, there's a giant fish motherfucker standing over it.
Back in there. Godzilla.
It is called the Groenland Tropisch, painted on the side.
Oh, that not English.
Golan Tropish, what is it? What flag is it flying?
Looks like it's flying a Greenland flag.
I didn't make it far from home.
Ah,
Unless it was headed home.
that's it.
Well, if you do salvage this boat, I recommend you rename it the USS Steve Rogers.
I like you, Gable, man. You're funny.
Because it's fighting Bigfoot?
Sure.
Because it's secretly a Nazi ship.
Hail Mother Hydra.
So he pulls up or docks next to the gangway, giving you easy access to the main deck.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that easy to pull up to a ship against an iceberg. Wow.
It is.
Hey,
When you got Captain
He is a
Hale,
professional captain.
this is a Greenleaf built yacht. Of course it can. This thing can turn on a dime.
it's a GM controlled character. He has
Also, you guys aren't backseat driving, and you're mixing drinks and making coffee, so he doesn't have you nagging at him. So he's doing what he's paid for.
he's got a 99 in pilot boat.
He's got NPC abilities.
He's up there going, "Oh, it's so much more peaceful up here when Dickie has guests."
He's plotting your demise. He's going to drop you off and get the hell out of there.
Hey, Dickie won a medal for bravery. He sewed it on he had it sewn on his jacket itself.
He asked you to go check the engine room. Be careful.
Yes. Now we
Right.
brought
Now-
flare guns and whatnot.
As you are fortified by your Tom Collins, your whiskey neat, and your coffee, who is going on board, and what are you bringing?
As a captain, I was going on a course to survey the land and And you gentlemen are welcome to come along with me and ensure that it's properly salvaged. Right, the captain. And of course,
Okay. I'll run downstairs, break open the weapons chest, grab a pistol and a boarding axe. Oh wait, we're
Are you
playing
going to break out your eye patch?
I'm gonna go get my saber and blunderbuss.
Rodney, you could finally wear the bandolier with single shot.
Time to shine.
some flare guns. Let's see, a backup bottle of bourbon there. You know,
I've always wanted to wear this brace of pistols.
Before I forget,
My fighting bourbon.
I'm fighting the bourbon.
can everybody make a luck roll?
Sure.
I'm looking to be able to find my dice in here.
That is a fumble.
Okay.
Do I have that much luck? Let me see. No, I don't.
Your initial luck should be equal to your power.
Sure, pal.
I
I made it easily.
I made it then.
This is
Okay.
7th edition, right?
Yeah. So-
Luck is a separate stat.
Yeah, but it's determined by power, isn't it?
Nope. It's
Oh.
it's a dice roll.
Oh,
Get out of here.
Oh, that's right. It was. Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah, I think it's. I want to say it's the 2d6 plus 6.
all right. Well,
Yeah. That's why I did it there. I failed.
We'll do that on the fly.
do it on the fly.
2d6 plus 6.
Wait, don't quote me on that. I'll tell you.
I think you're right because that's what I rolled for mine.
Nope. Luck is 3d6 times 5.
3d6 times 5.
Yep.
Whoa, I just rolled a 17.
Hey, you a lucky motherfucker.
Uh,
Hey, you want to switch characters? Maybe you should be the gambler.
I'm sorry. Fuck.
I gamble with people's eyesight. So what is
Yeah.
that?
How do you do surgery on people's eyes, Doc? They say not to
75.
point a laser pointer at it. Isn't that
That's
what
not
that
really a
laser
laser pointer.
So Richard Greenleaf made his luck roll.
No, I failed. I failed.
Okay. And Chance Gidry,
got a 96. That's a fumble.
you failed your luck roll. And what about Dr. Paul Hellstrom?
I made it easily.
Okay. Excellent. All right. So what are you guys bringing?
Flare guns and bourbon.
My lucky deck of cards.
Do you charge them with your mutant powers?
No,
Hey, do we have?
that's not until the giant fish man comes along.
Does your crime boss pal grab them and flip them into your fedora and say, "Don't forget your lucky deck"?
No.
Be careful out there, Ace.
I've seen both of those movies. One of them sucked.
I don't think Gambit was in a movie in 2008, was he?
I think, was it Wolverine Origins in 2008?
Most possibly.
Gambit. Such a
All
great.
right, crappy movie was out. Well, in universe, crappy Wolverine movie was out. All right.
I'm taking a insulated cup of mug of coffee and a digital camera.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Next year.
Yeah. Walkie talkie.
All right. As you walk up the gangway, is one of the NPCs coming with you, or are they both staying aboard the Delilah?
The red shirt, man.
Yeah, I think Gilligan was coming with us.
Yeah.
All right.
Might as well bring number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
All right. You walk up the gangplank, And as your head breaks the horizon of the deck of the ship, it's huge. It's a huge, huge ship. And it's very eerie. All the surfaces are covered with a layer of ice.
Completely safe.
None of the ship. It doesn't look like any of the incidental lighting on that would be on the main deck is on. And it's quiet. All you can hear is the breeze and the occasional crack of the ice on the glacier next door. It's a dark and unwholesome atmosphere pervades. Sounds echo as the boat gently rocks against both the ship and the iceberg, making that grinding noise of metal grinding on metal. It's very cold.
Ahoy!
Oi, oi, oi.
Anyone here?
No. Suppose we should look for the control room.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
here you go. You each have a flare gun, just in case. Flare.
How about a flashlight? Did you bring flashlights, Dickie?
What? Oh, right. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Go back and fetch us some flashlights. And some walkie-talkies, actually.
Okay, Mr. Greenleaf, sir. As the gopher goes out, looking over the main deck, the first thing you see are 3 huge cranes, each over what looks to be just a massive entrance to what can only be the hold. The crane towards the bow is the front, right? Yeah. Towards the bow of the ship, looks like it's been damaged. So there's the tower of the living compartments of the ship, all the where everything is.
Yeah.
The sail deck and cabins and all that great stuff. It is 5 stories of superstructure. 3 cranes suspended or over the hold, the cargo holds, and everything looks like it's iced over.
Is the ship actually in the water, or is it surfaced on the...
The ship is in the water. The ship is in the water. You can actually see towards the front. If you look over the port bow, you can see where the iceberg has breached the hull, just above the waterline.
Is the waterline high or low on the ship?
The waterline is low on the ship.
Oh, it's an empty ship. Oh, of course, we've never bring an empty ship on the water.
It's weird there are no people here. I wonder if they got evacuated and we just didn't hear about it.
Where are there lifeboats?
If you walk around the superstructure, you could see 4 levels up on the starboard side. There is a lifeboat that is in its little nook.
Right.
On the port side, there is a nook but no lifeboat.
So,
the other thing you will notice while you're walking around the perimeter of the superstructure is both of the doors, the port and the starboard door that lead in, are missing. Well, missing is maybe a misnomer. The one on the starboard side is missing. The one on the port side looks like it's been ripped off its hinges.
Well, that does it for me. I'm back on the boat. See you.
Yeah.
Mm,
What's the ripped off its hinges? The door?
The door into the port door into the superstructure.
Okay. My God.
But I guess we should head up to the bridge, see if the captain left anything in the logs or something like that.
right.
That's a good idea there, because that cargo hold's empty. I can tell you that.
Well, the other thing, there's 3 cargo holds. Are you looking at the? Are you going to climb up and look at the holes in the entrances, or are you going to just go up into the superstructure?
I'm going to open the superstructure because I'm assuming it's empty, given the fact the water line is low.
Well, the water line's low, but you also notice that there's iceberg piercing the side of the boat, which is partially suspending it.
I'm curious to go to the bridge. I want to see how a ship in the 21st century got tagged by an iceberg.
Yeah, and they probably have a cargo manifest on the bridge as well.
Right.
Captaining. Yeah, I'll take a look.
All right. As you're going around the back of the superstructure, as you're making your circuit around it, you see some frozen. It looks like it might be blood, just like a little bit. It's slightly reddish on the ice.
Blood on the ice?
It looks like it could be blood.
Ah.
And when I say ice, I just mean the rind, the rime. So, are you going into the port door or the starboard door? They're both
open.
They're both open to the elements.
Well, Dickie, you're in charge of this expedition.
Gosh, indeed. Look at that torn open door there.
Well, they're both torn open.
Yeah, the one door that's torn open. Take a look at that door.
The one that's missing?
Yes.
Or okay.
Okay. So the actual door on the port side lies buckled and twisted on the deck. If you're looking at it, it looks like there's some indentations, like something large and heavy was used to batter down from the exterior. And then it was once it came off its hinges, it was tossed aside. That's what it looks like. It's almost like somebody took a battering ram and.
I mean, is it just one? Is it just a depression in one spot, or are there multiple depressions?
Wait, say that again.
Is there just a depression in one spot, or are there multiple depressions? Like,
there's a few of them.
If you might want to be careful, there might be some rough weather ahead of us. Looking at that door there. Yeah, keep sharp.
All right. As you enter the superstructure, there's 3 doors down the corridor on your left, and then 1, 2 immediately to your right, as well as stairwells going to the right. Down court, there's a couple corridors of stairwells going up, and a passageway going towards the port with a door.
I'll say we take the stairs up.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I guess I'm assuming the bridge would have to be on the top level.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going all the way up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The top level is fairly tiny. In there, you'll find what looks to be the wheelhouse, as well as the radio room.
All right.
So, which are you going into first?
Let's take a look at that wheelhouse.
All right. So, as you're going up the stairway to the wheelhouse, you notice it looks like it could only be a trail of blood that comes through and down the stairs. You get into the access corridor that the corridor that accesses the rear of the wheelhouse, and beyond the wheelhouse is the radio room. It's a bit. Your eye. It takes a little bit getting used to the brightness in here. It is the topmost deck, and having gone up the stairs in the dark with just your flashlights, it takes a little bit of getting used to. There's a huge picture window, so the captain can see out over the deck and what's going on. It's pretty clear that the wheelhouse has been trashed. The controls and the dials are smashed. The levers are bent and twisted and pulled out of their mountings, and there's dents that mar the controls housing. There's a big crack running up through the large viewing window, and the window's been frosted over. There's papers and charts lying scattered about. Clearly, someone or some people was just bent on destroying it and preventing ship's operations. Mm-hmm. Though it looks like the damage that was done couldn't have been done by just a guy. Maybe like a guy on steroids or something.
Or a group of guys.
Mm. We should look sharp. Might have crazies on board. With the sea madness. Heard about this.
All right.
That time in Cancun or sea madness. Yeah.
The radio room also is in disarray. It looks like somebody just. It looks like somebody literally took an axe and smashed up the radio equipment with the axe. Pulled out wires. The microphone has been dashed to pieces. It's Dickie wanted to give me an idea roll there.
Yeah. Idea. I'll definitely make that. I made that roll.
The damage in this room is different than the damage that was done in the wheelhouse. This looks like a guy with an axe could have done it, as opposed to whatever happened next door.
Huh. Okay.
Gilligan gives a sharp whistle and says,
I'll
"Oh,
be
man."
taking pictures as we go.
Is there like a radio log or a ship's log in the wheelhouse or the radio room?
No, there's not. But searching around, you do find the axe that did the damage.
I'm gonna have to hold on to this for reasons.
You can give me, Dickie. You can also give me a pilot boat roll.
Oh, yes, I can and will. Oh, I made that too.
Okay, well.
Are you sure? Can you even see the rolls?
You gotta move some things a bit, but yes.
Wes has on sunglasses, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, This place is totally trashed. You're not going to be repairing this anytime soon. The ship's not going to make it out of this under its own power.
Yep.
Also, you'll notice that there's no lights on and there's no electricity.
Well, gentlemen, I want to take a look at the engine room eventually. Eventually, I mean after we find a couple more axes. Because I think we got the speed madness on board. As I was saying.
Something.
Hey, did we find the manifest or captain's log, black box, anything like that?
No, not up in here. No. You just find a hot mess.
See, probably should find the captain.
You guys, actually, you're searching around, so you can give me spot hidden rolls.
Oh, yes. I'm not that good. Nope.
Nope. Can I push my spot hidden roll?
I made it.
Or does it matter since he made it?
Well, Matt, you actually see there's in the radio room. There's traces of blood among the damage.
Okay.
It's not like blood splattered, but it's just like
somebody was dripping.
A smear here and there, yeah.
Okay.
A handprint.
Well,
I assume it's frozen just like everything else.
Well, this is a little bit less exposed, so it's more just dried.
Okay. But it's still been here for a while, huh?
Yeah, it's not dripping.
How long would I estimate?
Oh, you're a doctor. Why don't you give me a medical roll?
Made it.
All right, it's been longer than a few days.
Okay. So it's been a while.
Ronnie, did you want to push your roll?
Sure.
All right.
Fail.
All right. As you're rooting around, you actually end up cutting yourself on an exposed piece of debris.
Oh shit!
Take a point of damage.
Oh, good God! That's a hell of a cut.
Mm-hmm. You need a stitch.
Ever saw some medication to that, and I had him some emergency bourbon.
That's the emergency bourbon, not the fighting bourbon.
That's right. I'm gonna I'll take some of the bourbon and pour it over the cut, and then go.
Well, that's one way to take it.
All right. So, where are you guys heading?
Let's see. Let's try to see if we can find the captain's cabin, actually, because that's probably where we're going to find at least a log and some clues of what's going on here.
Okay.
Well, I think on a modern ship there's a separate office.
Yeah.
For the XO.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
We have a tiny office somewhere around here. Maybe on the next floor down.
Yeah, probably on the 4th floor. If all that's up here is the radio room and the wheelhouse.
All right. So you're going to go to the floor below?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go down to the 4th.
Okay. So you go down the stairs, and there's a number of doors. They are all open and swaying with the rhythm of the ship.
That's
So-
not eerie.
Well, at least they ain't squeaking.
Yeah. What do the rooms down here look
So
like?
you have coming down the stairs. You have two doors flanking you on either end of a corridor that ends in a T. On that T, there are a door to the left, a door to the right, and then the T, both ends of the T, 90-degree back around in the direction you came on either end, starboard report, and there are more doors there.
Let's just
Right.
peep into the closest ones.
All right, left or right?
Either
Left.
one. Okay.
All right. So, welcome to the crew quarters. These rooms are not in the book. They're the pilot's rooms. They are living quarters for the crew. They're somewhat in disarray. There is a table and a bed on each. Nothing remarkable.
Are they just individual rooms, or do they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then going up toward the T, you have a door port and a door starboard.
As we move through the doors and stuff, I'm going to close them behind us so that we can mark where we've been,
Okay.
as long as the latch.
Well,
Right.
me hearties. Left or right?
Right, this guy.
To the right?
Yep.
Come on, port or starboard. All right.
Yeah.
The door to the right is a small cabin with a bathroom attached. And it is a complete and utter mess. Actually, all right, never mind.
Wait.
You find a mattress that has been upended, blocking the interior of the door, but it's just a mattress as you just push it. You have clothing and personal possessions have been flung about with abandon. Some of these clothes are bloodstained. There's a bed. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Nope.
Pass.
Nope.
Let's get bed.
Here's the bed.
I passed.
Oh, you passed it?
Yeah, I passed it.
You see what looks like a foot or a shoe attached to a leg that goes under the bed.
Hey guys, I think I found something.
Oh, what's you find there?
Looks like a shoe with a leg.
Okay, I'm gonna raise
As you peer through the bed, because there's a mattress on the bed now, beneath the slats, lying in a pool of frozen blood, is a man. Everybody make a sanity roll.
A sanity roll. Sanity roll.
I'm fine. There's some guys, not me. Fine.
I passed the sanity roll.
Ooh, I blew it.
Oh, 1d3. For seeing a dead guy with a frozen rictus of terror on his face.
Haven't you ever seen? You're a doctor. You should have seen a dead guy before.
Yeah,
No,
but-
normally they're anesthetized. Well, no, I have back at med school, but they looked fairly tranquil.
There's only this one,
I didn't see one in the wild.
one time that I can't talk about because the court record is sealed, but man, that was good.
Can I give this guy a once-over to figure out what happened to him?
And it immediately apparent that there are lacerations on his throat, and as well as his torso and his lower arm, suggesting knife wounds. Give me a spot hidden while you're doing this.
Okay.
You see these wounds on his forearm. These are defensive wounds.
Ooh, made the spot hidden.
You find an old silver-handled straight razor.
Ooh, classy.
The actual razor is covered with blood.
Okay.
On the handle of the razor are the initials TL.
TL.
Terrence Lewis?
I assume the razor matches the wounds.
It does.
Is there enough blood to justify this many wounds?
There's a pool of blood.
Okay, if the blood, I just want to make sure the blood spatter to the wound ratio is right.
Yeah, I mean, in your medical opinion, it looks like this guy slit his own throat.
Okay. So, this looks like a suicide.
That's kind of hard to do.
I don't think he was in his right mind when he did it.
Well, clearly.
I'm going to pocket the straight razor.
Judging by the look of his face, looks like he second-guessed himself afterwards.
Most do.
All right. Anybody searching through the barn?
Yeah, I'll go through the guy's shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you find out that he kept a diary, and his name was Thorolf Lofgren.
Ah.
TL.
So, yeah, in American, that'd be Terrence Lewis. Okay, we're reading the diary.
There's nothing. It's in Norwegian.
Norwegian. Well, Swedish Chef ain't got nothing to say.
Norwegian.
It's all Greek to me.
Also, well, there's also manuals amongst the debris. There's manuals on radio operation.
This guy must have been the radio operator.
Yeah.
Very dead radio operator.
All right.
We'll break out our fingerprint kit and print this axe that Dickie is carrying around and see if they match with the radio operator's fingerprints.
It would help if you had the radio operator's fingerprints on file.
Yeah.
We'll get the radio operator.
Unfortunately, we're not Interpol.
That's true.
There's really nothing more in this room that's of any.
Anything in the bathroom? Got a first aid kit, some bandages. I can bandage up my cut.
No, but it looks like there's a turd floating in the frozen toilet.
Oh, you left a floater. Oh.
Again, how long would I judge the body's been dead for?
It's hard. It's hard to tell because it's so cold.
Right.
That it's there's not even an odor.
Right. And obviously no insects and anything.
So Wes, since you're wearing the cop glasses, it's time for you to make your CSI pun.
Well, that guy had his final cut.
Yeah!
All right. You can either go port side to the other door you saw, or you can go around the corner starboard.
Port side it is. Port side it is.
All right.
You can find another frozen pork chop.
Again, I'm still
The
closing
next
doors
door
behind us.
along, the next door along is a jar, but it's a door. It leads into a small, like a lobby area, off of which you have a bedroom and a day room and a bathroom.
Yeah.
It is very neatly kept. It is tidy. There are no signs of distress or vandalism. In the day room part, there are 3 comfortable-looking chairs and a desk and an upright chair by the desk. And then there's a bedroom section.
This looks like your captain's area.
Yep. I'm gonna look around and see.
In the bathroom, there's not a captain's log.
Ah.
We found the radio operator's log.
No!
There is, however, on the desk, or in the desk, the captain's log. There's also a silver letter opener, writing paper, and pens.
I'll take that letter opener.
I'll take a look at the captain's log.
It is in Norwegian.
Well, shit, does anybody speak anything other than this gobbledygook?
See, I'm gonna radio the my number one. Number one, you speak Norwegian. Is anybody on board the ship speaking
We
Norwegian?
don't have a walkie-talkie. You never said you had a
Yeah,
walkie-talkie.
I said
He sent the red shirt back for flashlights and walkie-talkies.
yes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, the range on your walkie-talkie is enough to keep in communication with each other, but not with captain on the ship.
Hey, laughing. What's my dad paying people for?
You read me, Dickie? Do you read me?
You know what I'm saying?
You're coming in good loud. I'm standing right here.
Dickie, as you are looking through the another, like a side table set against the wall, you find a decanter half filled with rum. It is a glass-cut decanter, and there's a silver label on a short chain with the shipping company's logo, Simmons and Calvert Shipping, engraved on the label.
So fancy.
I'll take that back. I'll take that back to the ship. Can't let perfectly good liquor go to waste.
So you have an emergency rum supply as well as
An emergency bourbon supply. What are you walking around with a backpack? Like a Skyrim backpack or something?
You're going to take an arrow to the knee.
You gotta prioritize the booze.
I don't think they have bags of holding in Call of Cthulhu.
In Call of Cthulhu, bag hold you.
with tentacles, grippy tentacles.
Call of Cthulhu, the bag will hold, but it doesn't stop holding. Ever.
Ever.
Forever.
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
To Burger King.
Burger King and Yellow.
I haven't had lunch today. I'm hungry.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stuff my face right before the fucking game.
All right. So you're snaking the rum.
Is there anything in the bedroom? I peek in there real quick.
No, just his bed.
Neatly made, etc., etc.
Hospital corners. You can bounce a quarter off of it.
Clearly a Navy man of long standing.
But nothing out of the ordinary otherwise in this room.
No.
In these rooms.
No. Now, coming out of that door, you can either go back the way you came and go around a corner, or you can continue and port side bends around again.
Okay, yeah, we'll continue. I'm assuming that this floor is basically a circle.
Yes.
Hey, on the captain's desk, does he have any markers or anything, like Sharpies, anything like that?
Make a luck roll.
He has a very nice fountain pen.
That's lovely.
He once had a letter opener, but he's not using it anymore.
There are fountain pens, and
Made it.
there is a Sharpie.
Okay. When we close the door on that one, I'm going to put a big letter C on the door.
Okay.
Just kind of marker that.
As you follow the corridor around to the outer part of the corridor, facing the back of the ship, port side, there's a door that leads into yet another corridor that is wider. There are more stairs going down. It goes off to the end and hooks back around what could only be the smokestack. So what you have is a big corridor going around the central smokestack of the structure. There's a door that leads into that area as well.
Ooh.
Well, I guess we'll go through the door.
Yeah,
All right.
while we're here, might as well.
Okay. You see the funnel going up and down, big corridor for engine exhaust, and on the wall there is a med kit.
Nice.
I'll yank it.
Yep.
If nobody else does.
Hey, I'm using his gauze here, pal.
You want me to do that professionally for you so it doesn't, so you don't look like you're getting ready to go box?
He is able to extract the painful splinter that you got while screwing around in the mechanical room.
Hell, if I lost a hit point, it's more than a splinter.
Well, I didn't say how big the splinter was.
Yeah.
All the way through your hand. That's one
Yeah, I
big
mean, you have like a big, you have Jesus syndrome.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a syndrome.
It can be.
You know, you make it sound like being crucified is contagious.
I don't know. I think I should keep that. That's like the only weapon I have right now. I just laugh about it.
All right, make a
In
first
case
aid
of
roll.
crucifixion. Or what?
Make a first aid roll.
Okay. Don't touch him. You can catch it.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Settle down. Oh, make it exactly 80.
All right, your one hit point has been healed.
Yay! Where'd you get your bedside manna? The fucking Cracker Jack box?
Most of my patients are unconscious.
I wonder why.
Classic.
Fucking shooting the Death Star in their eyes and shit.
There's nothing else of interest in this room.
And show all that cement in the backside.
He's going through with giant tits like you. What?
Actually, give me an idea roll. Everybody can give me this idea roll.
Oh, yes. I definitely make that.
All right. So as you walk out of the door that you just walked in, you notice that there's an indentation. That is where the lifeboat that is missing would have been housed.
Excuse me.
So there's like a big void where there should have been a lifeboat.
So you undo it from the inside and then it drops out.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
I guess it must swing out, so you don't, when it drops, it doesn't hit the deck.
Ideally.
But it is a Greenland design, so you never know.
It just drops on the deck, and people row, motherfuckers, row.
Those guys
Got
just
air
know how to make
oars.
boats. Come on.
You have to get a parabola. So yeah, that's a big empty void where there should be a boat.
Hey guys, this is a big empty void where there should be a boat.
Ah, but there should be the lifeboat on the other side.
Should be. Is there?
If you can see it from the outside, I hope it's on the. You can see it from the inside as well.
Because of, well, you haven't gone around that far.
Oh, well, let's go around that far.
As you go around that far, you see the remaining lifeboat. It is covered with tarpaulin.
This is all you, Dickie.
You can give me a spot hidden, Dickie.
Yeah, let us know if this is a death boat.
Spot hidden roll, Dickie. Anybody? Spot hidden.
Spot hidden.
Spot hidden, Dickie.
Okay, I'm spot hidden around here.
Let us know if that tarp is a trap.
That's a tarp.
It's a tarp.
Wait, spell that. I will push that roll.
Okay, push that roll.
All right.
That was worse.
All right.
Okay, the
As
tarp
you're
jumps up
looking,
and covers your face, and you fall down the stairs.
as you are looking around that tarp and trying to look, see what's going on, your footing slips on some of the ice. You fall down one floor.
Ah!
You can give me 1d6 falling damage.
Make a dodge, man. Make a dodge. See if you can miss all the steps on the way down.
Really?
God dang it.
Roll with it.
5.
All right, you take 5 points of damage.
Holy crap.
That's all.
As you fall into the void onto the floor below.
One question. Is the booze okay?
Is the booze okay?
Really, though.
I would be more worried about that axe you're carrying around now that you've fallen down a flight of stairs.
Yeah, Eugene.
Well, it's not so much of a flight of. Yeah, I guess it could be a flight of stairs. All right. So when you land on the roof of level 2. Give me a luck roll.
Oh, luck roll. See that one. No. Crit fail. That fail that luck roll.
Yeah, your walkie-talkie is busted. That's where your damage came from. You landed on your walkie-talkie and got solid-state electronics shoved into an orifice.
Oh, that's right up the smokestack.
Yeah, I hear that one all the time. I fell on it.
I fell on my keys.
Repeatedly.
As Dickie was mucking around with the tarp there, he managed to pull some of it loose, and it's now flapping in the breeze.
Well, I'll take a peek under the tarp.
One of you should say that.
Wow, is there another dead guy under there?
Why, yes, there is. Give me a sanity roll.
Dun, 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 dun. It is a death boat. Oh, that is a critical failure.
You take 3 points of sanity, seeing a mangled and bloody corpse
Damn.
That's fine as long as it's these little small pops. We can do this all day. It's 5 points or more. Yeah.
It's 5 points or more in the course. It's 20% in the course of a game day.
Is the game day? Oh, has that changed?
Yeah, and then it's 5 at a time. So those are the targets.
Because it used to just be 5 at a time.
Oh, well, it's 5 at a time for temporary, and then 20% in a game day for what is it? Like not permanent, but
Definite.
indefinite. Thank you. 6, I think in 6 it was 20% in a game hour.
Yeah.
They kind of upped
dribs and drabs all day.
A little bit. Yeah, they upped the ante a little bit in 7.
Yeah, that and also an hour is actually kind of a vague thing to figure out.
Right. It was very easy to say, oh, an hour passed because we were reading the captain's log or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have Dickie is a level below you, nursing a bruised ass.
Oh.
An arse.
Lock it off.
And there's your second corpse.
What does it look like? What happened to this one? I give it a once over.
This one has this.
I'm ordered not to fall down to the level below.
This one looks like it's just been mangled. It's hard to tell, but it just looks mauled.
Right.
Like something like just crushed it. Its arms are at odd angles. It
And
almost looks like
shoved it.
It's weird. It almost looks like it's been shoved in there.
And then had the tarp pulled over it.
Yeah.
That's unpleasant to think about.
The radio operator did it, and consumed with guilt, he killed himself in his own quarters.
Makes about as much sense as anything.
You all right, Dick?
Oh, I'm gonna be okay. Oh, let's see. Let me check. Take a drink of my emergency bourbon. And I go, yeah, probably.
All right.
Stretch it out.
There's one
Spectacles,
more.
testicles, watch, and wallet?
Yep. Yeah, they seem to be intact.
Everybody give me an idea roll. Except for Dickie, who is a little preoccupied.
Pass.
Everything so far on this level has been
Fail.
bilaterally symmetrical, and the captain's quarters, while very generous, the radio operator's quarters are nowhere near as big as the captain's quarters.
So there's a room we haven't been in yet.
Baby.
Let's find this room.
What?
There's a room we haven't been in yet. So we need to find the room that fills in the space.
I was busy staring at this corpse, trying to figure out what happened.
Hey, he's dead. He's mangled. Somebody shoved him in a boat.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Where's the person that did this, though? I don't think it was the radio operator.
Well, unless he's been surviving on canned fish and whatever stock of fresh food this place had, he's probably long gone.
Yeah, probably. Well, let's find your missing room.
Yep.
What about Dickie? Are we just going to leave him down there?
Why not? Go back up here, Dickie. We got stuff to do.
Don't worry, your captain's on his way back up. Oh, God.
Quit your lollygagging.
All right, so you guys are Dickie, are you going up?
I'm trying to.
Or are you guys just going to the room without him?
We'll wait for Dickie.
So as he slowly makes his way back to us, painfully.
Well, Gilligan's helping him up.
I get
Still
number
needs his last paycheck. You come around to where the door to the missing room is, and you actually back out of the big corridor that went around the void.
Mm-hmm.
There is a door in front of you and a door to the right that is like on a corner.
Okay.
The
Is it
one,
open or shut?
the one in front of you is open. The one next to you is shut. One to the right.
Well, let's go in the open door.
All right. In the open door, there is a hobby room. You find their rec room. There's a pool table. There's a nice TV. You know, one of the new flat screens.
Mm-hmm.
There's a DVD collection. They actually have The Wolverine. It's actually the only movie they have. They sit around and watch The Wolverine over and over and over.
The Wolverine, damn.
Well, now I see what drove the radio operator crazy.
Wait a second. X-Men Origins Wolverine came out in 2009. The Wolverine came out like later than that. So this
All right.
boat is from the future.
It's the one that had Deadpool, whichever one that was.
Origin, the movie that comes out in 2009.
Yeah, well, it's Greenland. They had an advanced copy.
Yeah,
They had an advanced copy.
yeah. A time travel copy.
Well, they cross all these time zones. You know,
It's weird.
it's weird.
Yeah.
I never understood these European release dates.
Yep.
All
I
right.
really understood how you played pool on the ship.
So there's just a bunch of there's cards, playing cards, and
Poker
board
chips.
games. Oh yeah, exactly.
Pong.
Look, it's Candyland.
Oh God.
They got a
Nope.
classic Space Invaders machine.
They have a beta test of Settlers of Catan.
Oh look, it's that other bandit character they used to have.
Oh wow! And what is this? It looks like they have what is it? 2008, a bunch of 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons stuff. The spines are very intact.
I was just imagining book after book of Magic the Gathering cards. Long boxes of cards.
6th edition Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. So that's it for this one, huh?
Yeah. Some of that stuff might be collector's items. You never know. Stick them in the backpack.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab their 1st edition Call of Cthulhu and put it in my backpack.
It's signed, oddly enough. It says, signed by Sandy Peterson to Thorvald from The Godfather. For those of you who don't get it, on the, there it is. On the cover of this, it
The
says, I, The
Godfather.
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 What about Lynn Willis? Do not speak her name.
You come to my role-playing game on this day of my daughter's wedding.
Not at my table. Not at my table.
No, like long movie.
All right, so the door to the room that you are looking to get into is actually locked.
Well, that sucks.
Well, I have an axe here. unlock it.
It's a fucking ship, you twat. You can't just chop down a fucking steel door with an axe.
If it's a steel door. This isn't a submarine.
It's every fucking steel ship I've seen has steel doors.
Really?
Well, Vicky, use your axe. Give me a strength roll.
Yarr!
Clang.
Let's see. My strength is 70, and I rolled 29.
You rolled a what?
A 29 out of 70.
Oh, I thought you said 99. That axe is about to be embedded in your skull.
It bounces off the steel door and hits you square in the face.
You are able to use the axe as a sort of a lever and pop the lock off. Is what you're able to do.
There you go.
So you have a suite of rooms that mirrors the captain's room on the opposite side of the court. Now, the bed here is tidy, but not quite as tidy as the captain's quarters. There are blood-stained towels in the bathroom, and the day room is a hot mess. Now, here you will find ship systems diagrams, deck plans, crane diagrams, and other engineering papers.
Yeah.
If you will, please direct your attention to the chat for this. I will get you that information forthwith.
It's a bunch of wires and shit. Here, you take it, Dickie.
Ah, yes. That's a boat building. Yeah, boat building at that. Yeah. It's so hard designing here.
All right, I'm going to, as soon as my slow-ass computer decides to catch up with me. All right, here we go. Now we're talking. I will get you copies of the ship's maps. How's that?
Ooh, ship's maps.
They might not be in great condition because... All right. They're scans. There you go. That is in the chat.
What do we got here? Where's the light? Where's the light come from?
All right. So you have a map of the ship. There's also a handwritten note that is on the large deck that says it's CO2 bottles or crane ?
Huh?
So there's a scrap of paper that says CO2 bottles or crane ? Hey Matt, why don't you give me an idea roll?
Okay. They have a whole room dedicated to beer.
Now you can just tell me. So you are obviously
Failed.
Okay, never mind. You guys are on level 4 and 22. That's the big you are here.
Oh, boy.
22. Okay. I want to find the beer room.
Oh, there is a crew lounge.
Well, my internet is pretending to be an asshole, so I'll just follow you guys.
We are number 2204, you said?
You are 22 is where you are.
There we are.
22!
Where it says lifeboat, that is where you fell.
Ah, God.
And you landed on basically on level 2 above where it says contractors.
Okay, let's see how this works.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, you landed basically, yeah. You didn't fall quite as far as I thought you did.
Okay, so we had actually been on level 3.
Even years quarters.
So where to, gents?
Let's see. Have we already been to the bosun's room?
Which one is the bosun?
That'd be number 15.
15, you have not been to 15 because you have only been to level 5 and level 4.
Ah, okay. Yeah, let's just keep it going, hit level 3 and take there.
All right. So where are you going?
Well, I think we'll see what happens in the officer's lounge. Down these
All right. In the office now. All right. These rooms are obviously smaller than the captain's room.
Hold on a second. We're back. Hold on.
We've actually seen Wes's feet.
Ah, wow. What is that? Hold on. Is that like his laundry?
That's somebody's laundry. Oh, there's his feet.
We're back.
All right. So you guys are going and looking in the rooms.
Yep.
Most of these are typical cabins. They've got books scattered about. Nothing really unusual in any of them.
Okay.
You can give me a spot hidden roll. So, as you're going through your cabin to cabin search,
I spot nothing.
I make it.
one of the cabins, there are a number of books, and one book stands out among the debris, just because it's actually opened. It looks like the spine has been broken, and the section that is open says Eric the Red Saga. And then on the left side of the page, it is written in Old Norse, but on the right side, there's a translation of the text.
Into English?
In English, yes.
Okay. What's he talking about?
Well, it happened. I'll just read it. It happened one morning that Karlsefni and his men noticed up above the clearing a kind of speck, as it were, glittering back at them, and they shouted at it. It moved. It was a skiapod, and hopped down to the riverbank off which they were lying. Thorvald, Eric the Red Sun, was sitting by the rudder, and the skiapod shot an arrow in his guts. He drew out the arrow. "There's fat around my belly," he said. "We have won a fine and fruitful country, but will hardly be allowed to enjoy it." Thorvald died of this wound a little later. The skiapod skipped away and back north, and Karlsefni and his men gave chase, catching sight of him every now and again. The last glimpse they had of him, he was leaping for some creek or other. Karlsefni and his men then turned back, and one of the men sang this ditty. "Men went chasing, I tell you no lie, a one-legger racing, the seashore by. But this man wonder, cursed son of a trollop, Karlsefni pray ponder, escaped at a gallop." I hate when they translate into rhymes of poetry in another language.
Yeah.
It doesn't
They
always.
concluded that those mountains which were at Hop and those that they now discovered were one and the same range, that they therefore stood directly in line with each other and extended the same distance on both sides of Strong Fjord. And that is the text.
Somebody's speaker or somebody's microphone is picking up their speaker, because when you were reading that, I was getting feedback really bad. I can hear myself talking now.
It's Wes.
I could barely hear what you were saying, Steve, or understand. I mean, I could hear it.
Okay.
I was hearing it from two directions.
Is it better now?
For you, yeah.
No, I mean, can you hear me? Can you understand it now?
Yeah.
All right. I'll reread that. It happened one morning that Karlsefni and his men noticed up above the clearing a kind of speck, as it were, glittering back at them, and they shouted at it. It moved. It was a skiapod, and hopped down to the riverbank off which they were lying. Thorvald, Eric the Red Sun, was sitting by the rudder, and the skiapod shot an arrow into his guts. He drew out the arrow. There's fat round my belly," he said. "We have won a fine and fruitful country, but will hardly be allowed to enjoy it." Thorvald died of this wound a little later. Skiapod slipped away back north, and Karlsefni and his men gave chase, catching sight of him every now and again. The last glimpse they had of him, he was leaping for some creek or other. Karlsefni and his men then turned back. Then one of the men sang this ditty. "Men went chasing, I tell you no lie, a one-legger racing, the seashore by. But this man wonder, cursed son of a trollop, Karlsefni pray ponder, escaped at a gallop." They concluded that those mountains which were at Hop and those that they now discovered were one and the same range, that they therefore stood directly in line with each other and extended the same distance on both sides of Stromfield.
Okay. Sorry, Wes. I was able to puzzle out what Steve was saying most of the time, but for that one thing, it just got completely garbled.
So, you're all educated men. Everybody can make a no roll.
Do I make that?
That's a pass.
Okay, so basically this is a book of Eric the Red saga composed in 1265. And after reading through it more than what they gave me, it's about the discovery and colonization of Greenland. Led by Thorfinn, Karlsefni, and Gudrid, that's his wife. They explore the north, meeting and killing natives on their way. The bit here talks about meeting a strange thing called a skiapod, which translates from Greek into one-footer, who shoots an arrow and kills Eric's son, Thorvald, and then takes off. Those that survive return home and then set sail again for Greenland the following spring.
Okay. It's a weird thing to just be laying in the middle of everything.
Give me an idea roll.
Alright. Whatever that.
Hey!
Nope, failed that.
Pass.
All right. The spine of the book actually opens to that page.
Right, so somebody was studying it pretty closely before whatever happened.
No. They went crazy, thought that the rest of the crew were natives, and just started going to chopping.
Or they saw some sort of parallel between the story and what was happening to them.
All right. Where to next?
That's a good question. Let's we explored this floor completely?
So where? What?
Have we explored this floor completely?
No, you've looked at some of the crew cabins.
Okay. Let's continue sweeping the floor then.
So where are you going? You have a map, so you can just simply tell me where you're going.
I'm trying to remember where we are on the map as I get confused there.
So you have the officer's lounge and the laundry. The officer's laundry.
Okay, let's just do the lounge first.
You really want to get more of that booze, don't you? Right, so as you're coming around the corner, heading toward the officer's lounge, the glint from your flashlight, or the beam from your flashlight, picks up something on the bulkhead glinting.
Okay, let's see. Look at the shiny thing.
It's a 6-foot-long cylindrical piece of glass embedded in the bulkhead.
It's embedded in the bulkhead.
Yes.
Is the bulkhead torn, like it was pushed through the bulkhead, or is it smooth, like it was actually built into the bulkhead?
It looks like it pierced the bulkhead.
A 6-foot-long tube of glass.
Cylindrical piece of glass. Are you looking at it?
I am looking at that because that's not right.
It actually looks less like glass and more crystalline. And it's shaped kind of like a harpoon. Weird.
What the heck?
It is icy cold to the touch.
Joan, am I excessively drunk, or is that a crystalline-shaped harpoon in this ship?
I don't know. Can we pull it out?
Yeah. Who's going to try and pull it out?
I'll try it.
Need a hard strength roll.
Hard strength?
Yep. Which is half.
Can I help and make that low? Can I help with that?
You can help and just make it a regular strength roll for Rodney's strength.
Yes.
Okay. Well, at a regular strength roll, I make it.
You make it?
Yep.
Yeah. You pull it out. It is very cold to the touch, and it has a sharp barbed head. The material, though, resembles nothing you've ever seen before. I guess if you were to put it into the realm of your experience, it would look like armored glass.
Well, that's strange.
The name of...
I think I'll hang on to this.
How did this get made?
It's a little bulky, and it's heavy.
It's heavy?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's a part of the ship, so it's part of the salvage. We're just not going to sell this back to the shipping company, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll carry it along with me for a while, and if it gets to be too much of a pain in the ass, I'll ditch it.
Yeah.
Speaking of X-Men, you've now become Ahab. Release the hounds. The time hounds.
I'll hang on to this harpoon, and just in case I need to ditch it into a deep one's gut.
Yep. So what? You're quick.
You don't know what deep ones are. Come on.
No, I rolled up my character with the Mythos Experience package.
We are not playing Pulp. This is not Pulp.
That's not Pulp. That's 7th edition Investigator's Guide.
That's the option. This is not part of the optional rules that we're playing with. Okay, so you're going into the officer's lounge, huh?
Yes.
Because he's on the hunt for booze.
I gotta recover my strength.
Right. The officer's lounge has comfy chairs and tables. There are a number of empty whiskey bottles broken on the floor. There is a bar. It is shuttered and locked.
Not for long if it's not. We're gonna pry that open with the axe. We're just gonna.
You're gonna pry it open with the axe?
Yes.
Why don't you break the lock with this magic harpoon?
How do you know it's magic?
It's 6 feet long.
It's crystalline and it can pierce steel. That's pretty damn magic to me.
We're just going around believing in magic now. That's how it works? See a couple of dead bodies and all the rules are off.
Yeah.
Okay, you explain to me what this is.
Force equals mass times acceleration is what it is.
Yeah.
I'll give you that for free.
Yeah, it could be a conventional object.
Which would scare you more than any magic, really.
Yeah.
Actually, you should probably make a sanity roll because
Something that strong that could throw that object that hard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure a space rock or something.
I'm still tripping on something that can put dents in the deck and rip off a weather-tight door.
That could be weather. That could have been a weather phenomenon.
Yeah.
All right. Are you really gonna try and break into the bar?
Yes. Why wouldn't I?
It is wet.
All right. Well, give me that hard strength roll.
I got an axe. It's wood.
It's shuttered. It's with steel.
It's steel. All right.
Yeah, it's shuttered. Would you trust a crew of cutthroat merchants with an open bar?
No.
Exactly.
I thought it was the officer's lounge, though.
A crew of cutthroat merchants?
Hey, man, Greenland. Wild card.
Greenlanders.
No,
I
don't
thought they
think
were
that.
Norwegian.
I failed that.
Okay, well, the bar just ain't giving up the booty.
Okay, what else we got in here?
You'll just have to suffice it with the captain's rum and your bottle of whatever of whiskey that you brought, or bourbon, your emergency bourbon.
I'm going to help myself to some of that right now and then figure out what's going on here.
All right, where to?
Well, there was that other room. Let's see what's the name of it there.
The laundry?
Yeah, laundry. There you go. That's what I was doing.
Look! Tide!
Yeah.
Tide is out. They're out of tide. The tide is out. All right. Who is walking into the laundry room first?
I'm good to go. I'm good. I'm still good. I'm still good to drive this.
Give me a sanity roll.
Because they're out of tide.
You took my keys. I made that. I impaled that roll.
Okay, well, you can lose one as your flashlight pans over what looks to be another dead crewman.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun.
Dead guy.
Dead
We're
guy.
not seeing half as many dead guys as we should be seeing.
Dude, what's wrong?
Well, there was a boat missing,
Are you-
so maybe these
Are you
half of
guys? Are you guys going in the room too?
Yeah, why not? We'll do
Sanity
sanity.
roll.
There's a guy here. Seriously. I don't know what kind of party they had here, but I mean,
Ooh, barely squeaked by on that one.
Oh, that's a fucking fail.
All right. Well, Matt, you take one. Rodney, 1d4, as
One.
you realize that the dead crewman has been eviscerated and partially eaten.
oh, that would do it. Ugh.
I think I'm gonna lose my breakfast.
I think this guy already lost his breakfast and his lunch.
We haven't had lunch yet, have we?
No, I think this guy lost his breakfast and his lunch.
This
How do we
guy.
know that he was partially eaten? I mean, is there a knife and fork nearby and a plate?
It's a lobster bib,
A lobster bib? I was just thinking,
a
Kind of
really
butter.
big one.
There's a couple of like corn cobs sitting next to it.
yeah, with the little corn pokey.
Frozen butter that was obviously melted at one point.
There's a French cookbook with sweetbreads underlined in it.
Empty bottle of A1 Bold.
I was gonna say peppercorn A1.
You smell seaweed. There's a sushi mat laying next to the box.
Somebody's been rolling.
There's a pile of fava beans and empty bottle of Chianti nearby.
Yes.
Well, I know who the culprit is.
All the signs.
So Rodney throws up a little.
That's disturbing.
Ooh. Vomit. Never good.
Going down another level.
I never ate that.
I want to go to 17,
Where's
which
17?
is it's on the floor below where we're at on 2.
Hospital.
Which is on. All right. So as you are exiting this room, everybody give me a spot hidden roll.
Ah! Spot.
See a wayward ear laying there.
I actually made one. I can't believe it. I made a spot hidden roll.
Where the fuck
Apparently,
did Gilligan?
vomit splashed up in my eyes. I got a 99.
I
Where
missed
the
it.
fuck did Gilligan get off to?
Number three. Come in, number 3. Come in.
Rodney, is
you're-
the second 99 you've rolled today? Have you rolled
No, I
two
rolled
99?
100. I rolled 100 earlier.
Jeepers.
Yeah.
If we were playing in a different rule set, you'd be doing great. Just not call it Cthulhu.
That's true. This is
Something where
true.
you rolled high, you'd be awesome. Oh,
I
that's
don't
what
wanna-
those pluses mean.
Yeah, those are
Wes, you broke
Yep.
your walkie-talkie when you.
All right.
that's true. And
I did break that.
Landed on your ass.
Somebody call. Somebody, let me have your walkie-talkie for a second, man.
Okay, here, take mine.
Number 3. Come in, number 3.
You are met by static.
Bridge to number 1. Bridge to number 1.
Number 3, there's a captain calling. I demand you answer. I demand, or else I'll make your paycheck walk the plank. I swear to God, my lawyer.
HQ to Red Squirrel. HQ to Red Squirrel.
You know, you
Jordy, get up here and fix this blasted radio.
just can't buy good help nowadays. You know. Well,
Dun,
the health's been all uppity ever since.
Everybody give me a listen roll.
Listen, roll. What do we hear over the sound of the static? Oh my God!
I hear nothing.
Fail.
I have gone deaf. I rolled another 100.
Wow.
I hear my
Those are
own
some
ego.
dice right there, man.
Yeah. This is the payback for the Labyrinth of No Return, kicking y'all's ass last
Exactly.
night.
Picked up
All
some
right.
karma last night.
Yeah, there's absolutely no sign of Gilligan. You can't remember the last time he was around, actually.
That's a good point. Where did that little squirrel go to, speaking of red squirrels?
I'm guessing. I guess no one's around.
Do you remember that dude's name? Dickie, what's your crewman's name? I don't
Number
remember.
3.
Yeah, that's his name. That's his name. He's number 3. Then you got number 1, and then there's Captain Dickie Greenleaf.
I'm going to find a window. Do any of these rooms have windows? Portals? Portcullises? I don't know. Portholes.
You can
I knew there was a port involved.
Porthole.
Portfolio. No. It's very
Well, I go
dark.
to the nearest door that leads out to a gangway and pop out
Okay.
and just yell for him really, really loudly. I imagine sound carries here.
Yeah, your answer just by the whistling of the wind and the cracking of the iceberg.
Huh. That's uncomfortable making. I'm kind of thinking we need to get the hell off of this ship and
Yeah.
maybe be leaving.
Yeah, that's not the worst idea on Earth. We should probably just, get the tow line out, and we'll find number 3 eventually.
This is a ship that's like 4 times the size of your ship that's sitting on an iceberg. I don't think you're towing it off here. I don't want to tow it off here. Let's just get the hell out of here. We can report him to International Maritime
I'm gonna
or
clean the
whatever
salvage.
once we get.
Still gotta clean that salvage though.
You can declare salvage on it if you want. You can come back for it even. Let's just get the hell out of here.
I say we set the fucking thing on fire.
That's also not a bad idea, but I don't want to spend that much time here.
Why would you want to set a perfectly good asset on fire?
Dead bodies everywhere. Mysterious spear that goes through steel.
Something partially ate this body.
That is okay. What are those?
Fucking Hannibal Lecter is loose.
Okay, we're doing sea madness and a money-making opportunity here. You can't pass those up.
I'll tell you what I'm seeing is me going back to the Delilah. Whatever you want to do is fine.
Yeah, we can still do that.
But I'm not excited about staying here anymore.
If you want to hang around, we need guns.
Even with guns, I'm not staying here.
Yeah, probably have a good point. We're still taking the
Delilah has working radio and everything. We can get a hold of the authorities.
All right. I'm already with you guys here. Let's go back.
This is a crime scene. It's not a salvage site.
Yes, it is. The bodies are an inconvenience. I'm claiming that salvage though. But anyway, we're grabbing that spear. We're gonna take the spear back with us and get ourselves off here. All right, so let's go. Let's get off of here.
All right, you head back to the Delilah.
With the spear.
With the spear.
Yep.
Where are you going on the Delilah?
To the radio room.
To the ballroom. The radio room.
See.
Okay.
I found a message to, I don't know, what is the Coast Guard, Interpol?
You walk into the radio room.
Yep.
Make a sanity roll.
Well, no, just make a despair roll because the place is trashed. The radio is smashed.
I am going to... Okay, somebody's fired here. Somebody is so fired.
Yeah, Skipper's nowhere around.
Any blood around?
Because of course it did.
There's no blood in the radio room.
Okay, I'm gonna head to the wheelhouse.
All right.
So I got the axe with me, of course. Because seriously, somebody's getting fired.
By this axe I rule.
Yes.
Yeah, the there ain't no power to your wheel room.
Are the controls intact at least?
No.
No.
Oh, no! You know how expensive this is? Seriously.
Aren't you more concerned that now we're stranded next to this motherfucker?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose that deal.
I'm kind of curious as to who did this.
Somebody's getting fired here. That's it. Okay.
I don't think there's somebody alive for you to fire.
Well, not knowing how long it's going to take for us to be able to like signal any help, let's head over. Let's go back to the fucking reefer ship. Hit the galley, see if there's any food, because we're going to need food. I know you didn't bring enough, but for a one-way trip.
How fresh is the blood in the radio room?
Well,
There's no blood in your radio room.
I know you said there was blood there.
No, I said there was no blood. Sorry.
Oh,
okay.
Where? So there's no blood anywhere?
Here's the important problem.
Well,
though.
not on the Delilah.
In all seriousness, someone is running around causing us harm. We need to find them and kill them before they kill us.
But how long have they been here?
Or we set a trap for him.
I don't know. It could be number 3. It could have gone to sea madness. All I know is that we gotta sweep the ship now and make sure no one's here.
Fine. Let's sweep the Delilah, make sure there's no pirates.
All right. As you sweep the Delilah, in your galley, you can make a sand check as you get into the galley.
Oh.
You can? You're letting us?
I am.
Golly.
Wait, we don't have to?
Oh, God, I blow that one.
That's the royal can, yes.
Alright, I passed the sand check.
I passed it.
I failed it.
1 for the passes, 1d3 for the fail because you see Skipper.
2.
Number 1! Damn.
Who is lying in a pool of blood.
Partially
eaten.
Well, at least they picked the right room.
Yeah.
His once white shirt is now red with blood.
Jesus. How long ago did this happen? Can I determine?
That's pretty fresh. That has happened within the past hour or so.
God damn it.
It's still warm-ish.
Well,
It's still warm, Gwen. What do you suggest?
No, that's Mr. West.
hello.
Yeah, he was waving at you. What do you have? You keep going.
Alright, so yeah, we're gonna hunt. So now we gotta shoot the ship, definitely, guys, because it's got hostile on board.
Rodney, you sound weird.
Sorry.
He's terrified beyond the capacity of mortal understanding. Rest.
Terrified beyond the ability of human speech.
Yeah, let's keep sweeping the deck because seriously, we've got hostiles on board. Or at least one hostile.
Who's a cannibal?
Yes, I've got an axe. There's three of us.
All right, so the rest, you guys search the Delilah, and there's nothing else that you find except that propulsion systems and radio systems have been disabled, violently disabled. Might have been able to repair that had Skipper been alive, but he's not, and I don't think any of you have mechanical repair.
I don't.
I have engineering.
So yeah, it's
I'm going to get a pry bar out of the tool cage on the Delilah.
all right.
So we're trapped here.
Yeah. How are we provisioned? Speaking of being in the galley, or are we no longer in the galley?
Well,
You'll be
the
back
galley
there
has
in
enough
a
food
minute.
it had enough food to get you across the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We need to head back over to the other ship, the Tropsic and Tropish, and check their galley, see what they have. 'Cause we don't know how long we're going to be out here. Really?
oh, that's just too cute.
Oh.
It's too cute for Call of Cthulhu. She's
Y'all
bringing-
missed her say cannibal. Can you say cannibal again?
All right, so you guys are heading over to the Tropsic.
Yeah. Is there anything on the Delilah that can be used as weapons? Uh-oh.
There's bye, Rodney.
Bye. All right. Well, while we're heading over there to check out that boat. Well.
So you're going to the galley.
Yep. Let's check out the provisions there.
Okay, so you head back over and make your way into the galley, the kitchen on boat. There's various food store rooms that you can look at. There's also the kitchen and 2 dining rooms.
Okay. I think we should probably just grab any food that's tinned. You know, anything that's sealed and packaged because the meat I don't want to trust any meat or poultry. You know, anything that's been out in the open or even refrigerated. But let's go with tin storage. Let's go with tin food though.
All right, so dry goods.
Yeah, dry goods, tin food, anything like that. We're gonna grab as much as that we can get over the line.
Okay, so you basically go to the pantry. There's plenty of tin food that you could if you want it.
Yep. Let's see. No, Yeah, we should probably also make a write down a log of all this now, but I get that back after we get back to the Delilah. I got stuff up there.
Yeah. And I want to run back up to the captain's quarters, grab the paper and pen, just so I can make a note, just in case we don't make it.
Yep.
Okay. You can do that. Going alone?
Sure.
Okay.
That's safest.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Main radio contact. Main radio contact. Because my radio's broken.
You have the radio.
Yeah. There's
You
two of
have
them
my
now.
you have my radio.
Oh, here's a radio back. You can maintain contact on the doctor's radio because mine's unfortunately broken.
Okay.
That would be help.
All right. You go up there. What are you guys doing while he's going to get that pen and paper?
All right. Let's see if we can find some like some repair spare parts on board the ship. You know, anything to like help us repair the Delilah by any chance. I mean, I have no mechanical repair skills to speak of beyond base, but I have engineering.
All right. Give me an engineering roll.
Excellent. Let's see. That would be a 45. That makes it.
Okay. You realize that all that stuff would probably be stored where the engine is.
Yep.
Down below.
Yep, to the engine room.
In the darkness.
Oh, you have flashlight.
Deeper
axe.
into the pit.
All right. How are you planning on getting into the engine room? It looks like the way in is through the holds.
That goes with a hole.
You have to go down through the cargo hold and back to the aft end of the ship.
Well, here we go again with that.
All right. As you're looking at the 3 cargo hold areas, you notice that the third crane, if I already didn't mention this, the one towards the bow of the ship, is severely damaged, and the cover of the hold, where they would actually put the cargo, lower the cargo through, is askew and damaged.
Check for signs of a giant gorilla.
There are no gorillas this far north.
Okay.
Or giant turtles.
Get that. Okay, let's get down there as quickly as we can. Let's gotta plow on down there to that engine room.
Now, how are you getting into the hold? Now, that's the way the cargo gets into the hold.
Is there like
but the human way to get in the hold is not through there because you would break your neck.
Yeah.
You notice that there are, if you look on your map of the deck,
yep,
there are 2 sets of stairs that go down, or there's a set of stairs that go down into the hold. There's 3 of them, 1 for each of the cargo holds.
Okay.
So really, it's a question of 1, 2, or 3. Which one are you going?
Well, it looks like we have to go into hold 1 in order to get to the engine room anyway, so let's go down the stairs at hold 1.
All right, so you go down the stairs of hold 1.
Good old hold 1.
Yep.
Hold 1. Good old. This is a reefer ship, and reefer refers to refrigerated. So the cargo holds actually are there to hold perishable goods, and they are refrigerated for their journey to wherever they're going. Going down into hold 1, it is dark, and the only light is coming from your flashlight. There are boxes, and everything is covered in tarpaulins and tied down. There is cargo netting and rope. Some of the crates there are pallets in the one you happen to be in. There are pallets of meat products and hanging beef carcasses. There are empty crates, some of which are covered with tarps.
Well, we might want to look into this at a different point in time, but probably grab some meat off of here for survival. But different story.
The good thing is that it is not spoiled because it's fucking cold.
Problem is,
don't know how you. Since there's no power on either ship, you don't know how the hell you would thaw it out. I suppose you could just suck on meatsicles.
That's the main problem. We gotta get power back to our ship, otherwise we're gonna die of cold.
All right. You go down to the next. As you're making your way down, are you going to look around here, or are you just going straight to the?
To the engine room. Straight to the engine room.
All right. You go down to the lower level of the holds, and trying to make your way back to the engine room. How are you guys doing this? Are you marching? Are you looking? What are you doing?
I'm moving cautiously.
I'm moving with caution to the wind and as fast as possible to the engine room.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Give me a hard dexterity roll there, Wes.
Oh, crud. Oh, God, I'm going to die. That's a 9. No, not dex. I don't think my dex. No, my dex is not that high. I failed that.
Okay. You slip on a patch of ice, and as you right yourself, I need a sanity roll.
Stop. Nope.
You can give me 1d6 as you come to the realization is that what you landed on face first is a pile of corpses.
Well,
so it looks like you found the rest of the crew.
And my brain just went bye-bye because I just rolled a 6.
Meanwhile, in the captain's chambers, my name is Champ Gidry. If you stumble across these words, flee immediately.
Okay.
For I cannot begin to describe the soul-crushing, sanity-wiping terror that has taken place aboard this vessel.
Okay. So the first thing that happens to you, Wes, is you drop your flashlight in panic.
Like you do.
And as it hits the ground, it goes out.
In slow motion.
Now, would you like to roll a d10, or would you like me to roll a d10?
I think I'll take a roll on that. Let's see
All
what
right.
happens.
Make it happen, Captain.
All right.
This is for your bout of madness.
I rolled an 8.
An 8.
Strange eating habits.
You are incapacitated from laughing, crying, or screaming.
That's a
Either you can do whatever you want, and it lasts for 9 rounds. So you got about a minute and a half of hysterics.
Ah, 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 ah,
Keep going.
ah,
We're timing you.
ah, ah,
While this is happening, Matt,
ah.
you see the light go out, and and from over that direction, you hear somebody just screaming.
That was about 30 seconds.
Does it sound like
It
just
sounds,
somebody lost their shit screaming, or somebody
Yeah.
genuinely terrified screaming?
I don't know, Wes. Is it lost your shit screaming, or is it genuinely terrified screaming?
It's gone. There's nothing. He's just gone right now.
All right. Well, it doesn't quite work that way in 7th edition.
Okay. Well, he's lost it. Yeah, he's
So-
definitely lost it.
You're basically you have a minute and a half of losing your shit, and then
Yep.
you're able to get a grip on yourself
Yep.
and not scream anymore.
Uh,
What ends up happening from then on in is it's not a campaign, so we don't have to worry about long-term effects of sanity. But for the rest of the game day, if you lose even one more sanity, you have to go back through the process of having an insane episode.
Ooh.
So you have your initial bout, and then you have the lingering effects, which is you're on edge. If it was a campaign, then you deal with how that affects you in the long term. But since it's not, we don't have to worry about that. So after about a minute and a half, you gather yourself together. Your shit's packed, but it's not tight.
Okay.
As you come to grips with falling into a pile of corpses, some of which in various stages of consumption. It actually looks like a mockery of what was going on in the level above you, where it looks like something just stored this here for later use.
Oh God.
It's eating them. And now it's going to eat me. Oh my God.
God. I love that movie. Doc, you don't want to look at this, but we gotta get those engine parts now. This is bad. It's store. This is long. This guy's been living here for a while. This is long-term storage. This has got to stop.
These are the leftovers.
Yike.
This is the Betty Crocker leftover file. In the engine room. Don't look this way. Don't look at that.
We gotta go buy it to go to the engine room, don't we?
Yeah, but you don't have to look at it. It's
Yeah.
dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give me a luck roll if you really want to.
I'm just gonna kind of.
Yeah, just give me your flashlight, Doc, and shut your eyes.
A flashlight dodge.
He's gonna hold your hand and take you over there to spare you the consequences. You can give me a luck roll to see if you see it.
No.
No, you don't. You make out.
I make my luck roll. I guess I assume that means I don't see it.
Yes. All right. So you make your way into the engine room. Meanwhile,
My associates and I boarded this ship with the best of intentions. But soon we were to find nothing but horror.
All right. Rodney, as you glance up from your writing, Can you give me a sanity roll?
Oh dear. Sanity roll.
Yes.
Ha! I made the sanity roll.
Okay, take 1, because you are seeing the corpse of Gilligan being dragged across the entrance of the captain's chambers. You just catch a glimpse of his telltale Converse. That motherfucker never wore deck shoes.
Ellipsis. I do not know how much time I have left. I have just seen the body of the first mate being dragged across.
The window, the 3-low die.
I'm staying my ass right here.
How are you reacting to this?
Just as I just did. It is now part of the account.
Okay, so you're staying there and writing.
I'm staying there, and I am writing a Lovecraftian story as...
Okay, so yeah, the sanity loss is becoming a stereotype.
What else are you supposed to do but record this for posterity?
Oh no! It's the last you said, though.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
Okay.
You see a... It's weird because it wasn't there, but now it is in the bulkhead right behind your head. You see another one of those big fucking glass harpoons. Pop! It looks like it just pops out of the wall and starts quivering. You feel the wind of it as it comes rushing by you, but you swear to God you haven't seen anything shoot that motherfucker. Give me a sanity roll.
I pass.
You could lose 2 for flinching. You also hear a boom. It is the sound of something padded, stomping on metal. It sounds like a loud fucking footstep.
Where's the captain's head from here?
Where's the captain's room?
No, the head. It has an attached bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's the bathroom?
The bathroom is...
In nautical terms, that'd be a head.
It is around the corner.
All right, can I get to it easily?
Give me a dex roll.
All right. Come on, come on, come on. Dex, dex, dex. Yes!
All right. You run around the corner into the room and slam the door. As you watch it cave in towards you once,
Right.
and then eerily silent.
I am now in the bathroom. Cowering from creatures unknown.
All right, back down to engineering.
Yes.
All right. The engine room lies silent and dark. The access doors have been bashed open, and the smell of fuel is strong. There is a dizzying array of controls, valves, switches, and dials. All the more dizzying because as much has been smashed and damaged as if someone took a sledgehammer to the room. There's broken plastic, chipped metal, burst pipes, and wiring littering the floor, walls, and ceilings.
Huh.
Okay. So I'm looking
Lot
for
to
down
be
here.
done in here.
Yeah. I'm looking for here anything I can use as spares for the Delilah. Anything to get the Delilah up and running again. I'm gonna look for all as much of that as I can.
Okay. Give me a hard pilot ship roll.
Ooh, I have that.
We know.
And I don't make that.
Okay. You didn't quite get enough of a look at what was going on over at the Delilah to know exactly what you need. You could probably grab stuff, and it might help.
Yeah, I'm going for that approach. We're just gonna shotgun it and see what happens.
All right. Well, you do find some tools, and you give me another ship pilot, just a regular one.
Okay. Let's see. That would be. I do make that.
Okay. You know that with that you know that there's actually access to where the ship's fuel is. The gas tank can be accessed from this room.
Hmm. Ooh, just fuel, eh? Hmm.
Diesel, probably.
Yeah, that doesn't burn as well, but it still burns. You can use that for these warmth. This is what gets warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna grab some fuel. We're gonna siphon off some fuel.
Well, you don't have anything to put that fuel in, but
Yeah, there you go.
You can run back to the corpses, take some of their clothing, and soak the clothing in fuel.
you're not there. You're recording events
Yeah.
up to
If-
the captain's quarters.
If he were in the fuel room, he could.
I'm in Lovecraftian writing mode. I'm strangely omniscient.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's good. It's getting time for me to bow out, unfortunately. Anybody want to take over Dicky Greenleaf since I gotta leave actually?
I'll take over.
Can we pause it here and just come back to it?
Yeah, we can do that.
We're going.
Is that a doable thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's no big deal. We can do this whenever.
Yeah. Works for me.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right, so that is the first half of the Derelict.
Yeah.
My balls.
Yeah. I kind of like this.
Yeah.
That's a nice little. It's got tension. It builds
Yeah.
tension rather than slam you against the wall. I'm used to slamming you against the wall.
Yeah. I kind of miss that feel from Sonars. This is that nice pot boiler sort of feel. Oh.
Well, and as much of it that was written by Mike Mason, which from what I hear is pretty much all of it. And I know one of Mike's raison d'etre with Call of Cthulhu is to make it so it's not as predictable as it can be. Because, you know, your investigators may not know what a deep one is, but you sure as hell do.
Anybody that's played Call of Cthulhu for any length of time.
Yeah.
Right.
Or read a couple Lovecraft stories. Pretty much knows.
Oh, it's a Shuggus.
Yeah.
Are you going to stop the recording?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, before we get ourselves in trouble.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll do this again later in
Yep.
another secret meeting of Monday Night Heroes.
Yep.
On
On
Saturday
Saturday.
afternoon.